I never imagined that one simple text message could erase decades of love, sacrifice, and sleepless nights. At 7:14 that morning, my phone buzzed. It was my son. Plans changed. You're not coming on the cruise. My wife wants only her family. No explanation, no apology, just one cold sentence. I stared at the screen for several minutes. The same son I had raised alone after losing his mother. The same boy whose dreams I paid for by working double shifts. Now I wasn't welcome. He thought I would quietly accept it. He had no idea what would happen next, because by the time they returned from their luxury vacation, nothing would ever be the same again. The message kept replaying in my head. At first, I convinced myself there had been a misunderstanding. Maybe he would call. Maybe he would explain. Maybe his wife had written the message. Hours passed. Silence. I remembered every sacrifice I'd made for my son. Selling my first car so he could attend college. Skipping meals so he never had to. Working holidays while everyone else celebrated. Every birthday. Every graduation. Every heartbreak. I was always there. After he married Emily, things slowly changed. Phone calls became shorter. Visits became rare. Whenever I offered help, Emily politely refused. She always smiled, but her eyes told a different story. She wanted distance. Over time, I accepted it. I thought that's what parents do. We step back. We let our children build their own lives. But I never imagined I'd be excluded like this. The cruise wasn't even about the vacation. It was about belonging, about family, about knowing I still mattered. Instead, I became the extra person they could easily remove. That night I couldn't sleep. Around midnight, I walked through every room of my house. Each wall held memories. My son's height marked on the kitchen doorway. His old bedroom. His mother's photographs. Everything reminded me of a life that no longer existed. The next morning, I made a decision. Not out of revenge, out of self-respect. I called the bank. Every automatic payment connected to the property stopped. I contacted a real estate investor who had made me an offer months earlier. Within days, the paperwork was complete. I sold the house. I donated half of the furniture. The rest went into storage. Then I packed 2 suitcases. Nothing more. Before leaving town, I mailed my son one envelope. Inside was a simple letter. You wanted your own family. I hope it brings you happiness. It's time I finally started living for myself. No anger, no insults, no guilt, just goodbye. I drove hundreds of miles away to a quiet coastal town. For the first time in years, I wasn't waiting for anyone to call. I rented a small apartment overlooking the ocean. Life became peaceful. Morning coffee, evening walks, new friends, no expectations, no disappointment. 2 weeks later, my phone exploded with missed calls. 23, then 30, then 40, voicemails, texts, emails. Dad, where are you? Please answer. Something happened. Apparently, they had returned from the cruise, only to discover the house had been sold. Neighbors told them I had moved. No one knew where. Emily panicked. My son cried. They realized every holiday had been hosted at my house, every family gathering, every birthday, every Christmas. The place that held us together was gone. For days, I ignored every message. Then one voicemail changed everything. My son was crying. Not fake crying. Real tears. He admitted he had known the cruise decision was wrong, but he stayed silent to avoid an argument with his wife. His silence cost him his father. Weeks later, I agreed to meet. He looked exhausted, older, broken. Before he could speak, he hugged me tighter than he ever had. I'm sorry, Dad. I forgot everything you did for me. Emily apologized too. She admitted she had tried too hard to create boundaries and ended up pushing away one person who had always loved them without conditions. Forgiveness wasn't immediate. Trust never returns overnight. It grows slowly, conversation by conversation, visit by visit, choice by choice. Months passed. Our relationship improved. Not because I gave them another chance, because they earned it. Today, I still live near the ocean. I never bought another large house. I don't need one. When my son visits now, he doesn't come because he needs something. He comes because he wants to spend time with his father. And that's worth more than any luxury cruise in the world. Sometimes losing everything is exactly what teaches people the value of what they had. If this story touched your heart, remember this. Parents don't expect perfection. They don't expect expensive gifts. They don't expect luxury vacations. They simply hope they won't be forgotten after giving everything. Respect your parents while you still have the chance, because one day, the phone may stop ringing forever. If you believe family should never take love for granted, leave a comment saying, "Parents deserve respect."